Already back again. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this all in one take. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm coming at you guys today with a custom Chrome Hearts theme Forgotten hoodie. Right here you see me uh, cutting out the fabric, getting a couple of tests ready. You'll see first I kind of embroidered everything, but then I kind of came up with a new concept for the hoodie, and you'll see that a little bit. So here I'm just measuring out some of the materials that I need. Excuse me. That back piece is going to be a stabilizer actually, so you see me cutting that out, measuring it with the frame. I'll be taking it off, putting it on the fabric as well, and then you'll also see me put that fabric into the frame and then tighten it up, make sure everything looks pretty. I'll show you that right now. And then once you get it in the frame, you kind of just want to make sure the fabric is snug, not too loose. So as long as you could like tap on it and it gives a little bounce, it should be good. Here I'm just threading the needle, and then I have two bobbins, and bobbins are the thread that goes underneath the machine. I used the one with less thread because I kind of just want to get rid of it, and then I'll show you how to change it. Right here I'm kind of just going through the settings for the embroidery machine. You could make some of the items bigger, smaller. You could change the direction of them. It gives you a lot of options. Alrighty, and then here's me making a new bobbin thread. So I'm kind of just putting the thread through the machine, following the numbers, and then you get your empty thread, you put it on the spool, and then you want to make sure that the embroidery machine is in this correct mode, because if it's not, then you'll end up sewing instead of just pulling the thread. Alrighty, and then after we got our first embroidery, I wanted to cut it out, make it look a little bit cleaner, and then I eventually ended up messing around with a bunch of the logos, and we ended up getting this. So they came out pretty clean. I liked them. It's just they were a little too small for me, so I ended up doing something else, and you'll see that. I need another mic. That'd be like more helpful. Okay, so I did some things. I didn't record any of it because I'm just bad at recording. So going for a Chrome Hearts theme for this hoodie. So I made a Chrome Hearts stencil that you can kind of see right here. Didn't record me doing any of that, but you can see the after effect. Want to do like a spray paint effect. I did embroidery, so I want to see what a spray paint one would kind of look like. Cut it out, got some spray paint, and painted it on. You know, came out okay. You can kind of see some of the detail work, the line work, but I don't know. It didn't look as good as I wanted it to. Here was the first one I did. Line work, not too good, but you know. And this was the second one. A lot cleaner. I stuck them on the hoodie to see what they look like, but I didn't really like it. I'll show you right now. Okay, so first off, I had one on the shoulder right here, and I was gonna put one on the other shoulder as well, but I wasn't really too sure how I felt about that, so we didn't end up going with that. I'll show you a 3D around it right now. Looks okay. It was okay. Wasn't my favorite. I don't know. I just think that they do better as solo pieces. So I'm gonna cut them out till they look till they're more the exact same, and I'm gonna stitch them together actually, and I'm gonna use it as like a. I'm gonna try to make a little plushie out of it. So we'll see how that works out. Alright, and here I kind of just want to show you guys a little bit of the technical side of everything. So just importing designs into Stencil, like my Cricut, where I had my stencils made. So doing something like that, or just whether it be taking the background out of a picture. I mean, just to give you guys a little bit more thought of what goes into everything I do make. Alrighty, and then so after I get my digital design, I get some stencil sheets and I put it in my Cricut, and then it does its magic, and then I eventually have to cut them out, and I'll show you guys all that right now. Cutting all those stencils out definitely was time consuming, and if you did mess up on one, like if you messed up on, like on a piece, or you cut like something you weren't supposed to cut, you had to get rid of the whole stencil. So definitely fun to play with, but I'm glad I finished it. And then we moved on to one of my favorite parts, which was actually the spray paint. So yeah. So after I got all these stencils made and cut out, I kind of wanted to just, I don't know where I was going with this. I was gonna stick them on the hoodie, but just as is, but I didn't know what to do. So eventually I came up with an idea to put two and two together to kind of make a plushie, or like a stuffed fig like logo, I guess. Because one, I've never done anything like that, and I thought it would be challenging for me. I love to challenge myself. I wanna make something new and more creative each and every day, or each and every time I make something. You know, I want to always be leveling up, and I definitely think this was a step up from stuff that I have been doing. Definitely took a bit longer, but yeah, I'll show you the process of that. And then my least favorite part about this entire project was probably stuffing all of these like logos. It was the most time consuming and hand aching thing ever. Like all those little white things, that white stuffing, I had hand cut. It was awful, but it turned out pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. This is a little rough outline of how the hoodie was gonna turn out. Yeah, you see we have the smaller chrome logos along the front of the jacket, or the hoodie, my apologies. I did make a couple of them, and then we do have a cross Chrome Hearts logo on the back as well. This is where I kind of left it. I mean, I really like the way it turned out. I didn't want to add anything way too extra on it. I wanted it to look still clean and smooth. I don't know, I wanted it to be like a nice piece. I didn't want it to overdo it, because I know attaching things to the sweater is already crazy. So I started gluing these on because I didn't really know how to stick them on, and then I figured I kind of just sew them on by hand, but not by hand, kind of 50-50. I'll show you what I mean though. Like right here, I had no idea how I was gonna stick these things on. It took me about a week to finally figure it out. I know I probably shouldn't have, but I didn't think it was gonna work. So I just stuck them in my sewing machine and hand turned the wheel, and then basically sewed them on that way. So after that sewing method, I have to do that all around these edges right here, and then I'm going to paint the black thread silver like this, so you could barely see it, like you could see these threads, and then it looks super pretty. And then I have one more left. I don't know where I'm going to put it though. Maybe on the sleeve, I was thinking. Oh, or on the side, down below. We'll see though. Yeah. Okay, so it is the next day. I finished sewing on all of the stars onto the front of the hoodie. Right now I'm working on the back. I'm just making sure the logo looks straight, the cross is all okay, and then I'm going to be sewing that on. It shouldn't take too long, and then with all the stitching, I'm going to grab some spray paint. I'm going to color over the stitching, make it look all pretty. And I'll show you that process as well. Okay, so we basically have everything sewn on and repainted. This used to be black thread, but you can kind of barely tell now. Did that all around, and I ended up putting another star on right here, as you can see. Sewed that on as well. I didn't get much footage of the tag, but what I did get, I'll show you right now. I do like the way it came out though. It was really nice. The only unfortunate thing was sewing on the hoodie. To get it on the hoodie, I know the thread would be on the other side, unfortunately, so I do have thread on the other side of the hoodie, which I'll eventually show you. Honestly, I'm really happy on how this hoodie turned out. Whether it came to cutting open the sleeve and sewing it back together, so I could have put my little patch on, or whether it comes to actually making those patches, it was awesome. I had a great time. I learned a lot. Everything flowed really well. I will say that the logos could have been a little cleaner. I could have been better on my stitching and on could have been a little bit better. I could have been better on the stitching as well as just the way I cut them out. It could have been a little bit cleaner. But overall, the hoodie came out really, really good. I love the placement of everything. And even the back cross logo. It was one of my favorites, actually. It took the most time to make, but honestly, I loved it. The only thing that I did hate about this hoodie was you can see on the back I have some threads that are holding the tag in the hoodie. And the only way to really get rid of those is to put a front tag on it as well. And I tried to do that. It didn't look right and it didn't sit right with me, so I kind of just left it how it was. And yeah, I don't really have much else. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to let me know. But thank you if you made it to the end of the video, and yeah, peace out.